Hey, stop running your mouth and listen. YG, let's get it. What's the pros? What's the cons? Tell me about it. Let's get into it, man. Run your mouth. What's up, y'all? Isaiah Empathetic here to bring y'all this quick episode about the pros and the cons of truck driving. All right, I'm gonna go through some things that I've encountered, whether it being good, bad, happy, or sad, So let's start with the good. I won't entice you. I've made six figures driving trucks. Okay, being local, going home every night, seeing my babies, seeing my girl. I've made six figures. All right. Let me jump into the cons about making those six figures. I worked my butt off. I worked way too hard for that money, bro. To the point where after I made over six figures, I almost didn't care about doing it again. No cap. I was like, bro, I worked way too hard. Like, I want to enjoy my life. A little bit, just a little bit. Like, can I enjoy my life? But diving back into some of the pros, I've always done delivery, local delivery jobs, pushing hand trucks. I'm a physical labor guy. I've never actually just hit docks or drove tankers or, anything of that sort. I've always pushed a hand truck from start to finish. I've had my CDL 7 years. I got it when I was 21. I'm 28. Owning your CDL is a great thing, man. Like, if you don't have your CDL, get it, bro. At the end of the day, you got that ain't the right word I'm trying to use, but you got a big pool of jobs that you could pull from whenever you get time, whenever you feel like firing this job or firing that job or getting fired because you're lazy, because some of these jobs require physical labor, at least all the ones that I went to, in a sense. But if you could find it in the sense of, if you could make it to the point where, you know what, I don't mind doing the labor because I have a goal that I'm trying to reach. Set your standard. Like, when I went into some of the companies that I worked for, I say, look, I want to be here 2 years. I want to be here 1 year. I want to be here this amount of time, because I'm setting new goals. I'm trying to go forward. But if you don't mind working for a company for a long time that's paying you six figures and you can take care of your family and happily have a family life that you enjoy, by all means necessary, do that, bro. More power to you. For real talk. No power to you. Now, let's get into some of the pros right quick. Pros, of course, you got that bag. You could buy your friends drinks. You could help your family if need be. You could help your friends if need be. You could put yourself in better positions, a better place to live. Anything money do. Having a CDL and a good paying, the local delivery job can do that. I didn't always have money when I was doing local delivery though. When I was starting at the bottom, when I was 21, yeah, I had a CDL, but I was only pulling maybe $600 to $700 a week. That was trash, but I was working hard still was busting my behind. A couple years later, I moved on up a little bit. I was getting about $1,100 a week. I was like, all right, I'm doing something. Then I had kids. Then, that changed the whole scope. 1,100 just was kind of raw. And then that same company that I worked for at that time wound up dropping the money to like 900. Deuces. See me out of there. I got a CDL. I can go anywhere. And that's what I did, and I moved on to make my first six figures right after that. Of course, that job drained me a lot, so let's get into some of the cons. I worked every other weekend, which was time away from you and your kids. It's time away from your family. It's time away from yourself mental. When you're working every other weekend, and I'm not saying every other weekend that's all you're working. I'm talking about Monday through Saturday. And every now and then you work Monday through Friday. This job was a great paying job. I actually don't work at that job anymore. I moved on, wanted a little bit more of my time back. But the place I am now does still give you the free will to work as much as I did over there and make the same money if I wanted to. But you have to understand values in lives and the way people choose to condone themselves. I'm a stand-up guy. I'm a great father, and I like to keep it that way. You understand what I'm saying? Being a truck driver, especially local delivery, you get bare minimum sleep. If the job is having you out there 12 hours, you still a regular human being. You might want to go to the gym. You might want to go hang out. If you don't have kids, you might have a date you have to go on. Meaning you're getting inside late. You might be getting amongst roughly 4 hours of sleep a night. 6 hours is great. Like for what I do, if you get 6 hours, is great. And being another kind that I know a lot of people, I'm not gonna say a kind, but it's a kind in a sense. A kind that a lot of people are unprepared for when it comes to be a truck driver is the fact that you're so used to working 8 hours. When you come over to this world, you're looking at 10 to 12, sometimes 14, and they'll even hit you with a 16-hour day, believe it or not. And I'm talking about working hard. I ain't talking about just hitting the slab and running OTR, which is over the road. That's a whole different ball game that I'm not talking about right now because I have never done that. But as far as local delivery, you can make plenty of money. I know a couple guys that have made $167,000 just working at the same company that I worked for. I know some other guys worked at other companies making $130K. Just being truck drivers and going home to their families every night. Now, it could always just catch you in a relationship because you're not home as much. People feel like they need you more than they probably really do. They just want your attention. They want you home more. But hey, man, sometimes you got to pick your poison. What are you in this for? You got to, you short on change right now. You're trying to make some moves. You want your family to be here in 2 years, and you got to sacrifice some of the time. It's always a conversation with your partner. They might not understand. But, some of my guys might say, just keep your job because with no job, she gonna leave you anyway. That's what they say. But I believe in finding a healthy balance is always important, and that takes sacrifice as well. Really, it does. I mean, to be able to go to work, make enough money, do what you want to do after work, and still get enough rest. Oh, I'm sorry, pause. Play with the kids or give your old lady attention and still get enough rest. It's strenuous on a truck driver. It is not easy, but you do what you have to because you know that check coming, you getting paid, and you making more bread than some of your homies. That's just real. But I just wanted to talk about some of the pros and cons, and I hope you kind of kept up with what I was saying or whatever. If you do need to look into getting your CDL, I went to Coastal Truck Driving School. And I believe that's a .com. I'm not going to say it, but Coastal Truck Driving School, look it up. If you're in my area, it's on Canal Street, New Orleans, Louisiana. If not, look it up. You might have one in your area, but any truck driving school can put you on and give you the right tools you need. Most of them finance, they take cash, they even take a credit card. You understand what I'm saying? So, and then, and I found this out, and if you served in the military, sometimes they have credits that can actually pay for your coastal truck driving school experience or whatever. It runs about $6,000 pretty much globally, if I want to say. People, anywhere you go to a truck driving school, you're going to be paying anywhere between $5,000 and $7,000. That's just that. But the classes it only takes a month to get through. You're going to have your CDL in a month. If you got to take night classes and work, it might take you 6 weeks, might take you a little bit longer. If you know what you're doing, they'll try to get you out in 4 weeks. 4 weeks to 5 weeks, you know what I'm saying, just with the rest of the drivers. But it all depends on your classification and how much help you need. But I hope this video was helpful for you guys. You understand what I'm saying? Tap in, run your Mouth YG. Let's get it. Let me know if y'all have any questions. And yeah. I go by Isaiah. But you guys can call me Saya for short. So Saya Empathetic. And make sure y'all tell somebody about this. Make sure y'all share this video, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what y'all think in the comments, man.
That's a broke boy.